Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 6th of December. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director of Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is a weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts for you. So this week we have Rio, Resolute Mining, AFG, Oz Minerals and NAB. So if you have a request, please email it through. Make sure you share this video on social media, and also just bear in mind that any advice here is general only. So looking at Rio, this is a 1 year chart. First thing we'll notice is it is above its prior lows. So in terms of what it's done in the last few months, it's outperformed the market, which is a positive. But it just looks like the consolidation since this May peak is not over yet. So it's obviously fallen away. It's had a three-wave rally, but it's coming back again. So looking at a weekly chart, I think we just need to see this one use up a bit more time. And I think if we've got a potential sort of flat correction, an overall sort of three-wave, we're not finished yet. So we might see it just come back and retest the $70 region, and then this whole correction may then be over. So shorter term, may well see some weakness, but longer term, the chart still looks fine. Resolute Mining, so it's clearly bounced off this $1 level a few times, and we could see in early October it bounced off it nicely, but that's since been sold into, and now it's dipping under that $1 mark. So it's obviously a bit of a concern. I'd say that it's just going to keep drifting lower. No signs yet that it's going to bounce back up. I guess I'd be targeting this prior low here near 80 cents. So unfortunately, more downside to come, I think, for Resolute. AFG, so this is the weekly chart. So we can see the sell down in the first half of the year. Sort of very nice bounce here, but unfortunately it fell short. It had a few weeks. We'll just zoom in a bit more. So as you can see on this weekly chart, it's clearly had a few weeks to think about whether it wants to go higher or not. But instead of just easing back, it's really started to get sold off now, and we can see the sort of the heavy selling, bounces, heavy selling again. For the moment, it looks like it's just going to keep drifting lower, unfortunately. Yeah, we're at $1.30. So I think, yeah, if it breaks that, it'll probably just keep drifting. Oz Minerals. So similar story to Rio. Obviously, it's still trading higher than where it was a few months ago, so outperforming the market, which is nice. But it looks like we're still consolidating here. So we've had this very nice rally in September. So this lasted what looks to be about 3 weeks. And then in the next sort of 1 or 2 months, Oz Minerals has failed to go back to this low. So that's a positive sign. Big move up here, and it's still consolidating within that move. So it's a bit of a hold at the moment. I think to make it a buy, I'd like to see it crack through this resistance level here near 950. And then you can, look to add to your position or buy in at that point. And I really don't want to see it go under this September low. So while it's trading within this range, it's a positive, or neutral to positive. But yeah, if it goes under there, we might see lower levels. And finally, NAB. I'll move out to a monthly chart to start with. So we could see from the 2009 low to the 2015 peak, if we measure that, you will notice that it's retraced 61.8% of that rally, sort of bounced off it, and it's back at that level again. So there's support at these levels. And when we move to a weekly chart, we can see it sort of bouncing off that level there. The recent slide's been fairly impulsive, with I guess an acceleration in the volume. So does that mean we've seen a bit of a capitulation there and now it's found support? It's too hard to say because it hasn't really bounced strongly from that level. I mean, this is the daily chart now. We've got sort of several days up, but it's sort of coming back again. So it's still making these lower highs and lower lows, which is a concern. So at the moment it's holding, but I think if it starts trading under this $24 region, which is strong support, then we may well see lower levels for NAB. All right, well that's it for this week. If you have a request, send it through and I'll try to look at it next week for you.